What is something that once you start noticing it, you cannot stop? All the people that have the exact same car as yourself. In movies and TV, when people don't close doors behind them when going into houses. People mentioning the Bader-Meinhof phenomenon. The ampersand. It's actually a little guy rubbing his ass on the floor. He's dragging himself forward with his arms, and keeps his legs up. Look, and the laugh tracks in sitcoms. You will never be able to watch them again. People constantly saying like and Edit, congrats, you send me 30 replies in the 5 minutes of passing time from class to class. Edit, guess the thread just got removed. Skeptical. Commercial breaks. It's not until you're really interested in a TV program that you realize just how many commercial breaks they take. I was watching a movie on ITV4, British station, and there was a break after every 10 minutes of the movie. The commercial lasting a good 3 minutes or so. Thank God I don't watch regular TV too often, and we have the likes of Netflix etc. It would drive me crazy. All the squeaks in basketball games. Edit, first 1000 upvote comment, thanks guys. Once you've spotted one flying insect, all things you feel on your body are insects. Bad keying. The way Matt Bellamy from Muse audibly inhales very sharply before every line in their songs. The sound of your pulse when you rest your ear on a pillow. It is a ticking noise and it sounds like ants marching in your ear. There are certain physical sensations. The way your tongue sits uncomfortably in your mouth. The way your toes are squished together in your shoes. That itch you have in the back of your throat. Why would you do this? In high school, in the cafeteria, a friend once said to me, look around. There are two kinds of people in this world, those who eat their food by placing it on their tongues, and those who take it with their teeth. 20 freaking years later, I look around in restaurants and watch to see which person I'm looking at. I'm a weirdo. Cowbell in Don't Fear the Reaper. Bok 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 bok. The arrow in the FedEx logo, there is a white H in between upvote and downvote arrows. Biting/picking at that annoying white thing on your fingernail until it comes off and you bleed and it stings like you just murdered yourself. Jack Nicholson's eyebrows. I was watching As Good as It Gets with a friend, who pointed out his eyebrow movement. Ever since then I can't help but look at what his eyebrows are doing in every single movie. There's just so much going on with the eyebrows. That when you put squigglies, tilde, on either side of lol, it looks like someone drowning. Tilde lol. See, tilde backslash o slash tilde caret tilde ho backslash o slash tilde caret tilde tilde. Brazil World Cup logo being a facepalm. The way the London Olympic logo looks like Lisa Simpson giving a blowjob. When you see bleachers full of people listening to a speech, once you notice how many people are really moving their hands and heads, it's impossible to not notice the collective squirming motions created by everybody. Crowds tend to look still till you really focus on them. The little annoying habits of the people around you. Floaters in your eyes. Your pirated copy of an album has little hiccups in the tracks that shouldn't be there. I have 15-year-old naps to MP3s that have pops in them here and there. It's weird to me to hear those songs without them now. Okay is a little man on floor. The vocal fry. Blinking. Once I notice that I'm doing it, I'm gonna blink like crazy for the next few minutes. Edit. Every reply reminds me of my blinking. Please stop. So I'm a merchant mariner, and when walking I walk according to the rules of the road for ships. So if we are walking at each other head on, I will make sure that we pass to each other's left, port to port. I will never pass head on to someone's right. My mind just doesn't let it happen anymore. Greater than so, I'm a merchant mariner. I didn't know they had Reddit in the 1800s. We still exist. How do you think all your goods get shipped around the world? That scratch on your screen. I have a pixel out on my laptop, and whenever I am watching a video, it is the only thing I notice. It isn't even that big, but I see it and can't stop staring at it. Your own existence. Typically, you just go about your day doing the stuff you do, but have you ever realized that you are existing at that very moment? It's a slightly weird feeling, as if you're looking out the eye holes of a costume. Maybe it's just me. If you get sick, do not check WebMD for your symptoms. You will become overly paranoid that you have a terrible health issue, then you will see that health issue everywhere. Every billboard, every bus stop poster, every commercial on TV, and tons of articles on Reddit will pop up, and they will ruin you with fear until you go get yourself checked for said issue. When the audio isn't synced properly with a show or movie, happens a lot with Netflix especially. How many bullets Archer shoots? How common the number 23 crops up? 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42. I was eating lunch with some of my co-workers, and one of them asked us if we ever noticed that our boss had a slight stutter and lisp. Honestly, I had never noticed it, and it must have been very subtle. That afternoon I went to her office, and once she started talking, it was all I could focus on. I wondered how I had never noticed it before. She is soft-spoken and mostly communicates with us over email, but now whenever I see her or have a conversation, I can't help but listen for the stutter. Tom Cruise's front tooth. Dead center of his goddamn face. The different scenes in movies and people acting. I smoked weed once and all of a sudden movies seem so fake. That 75% of shitty drivers are in minivans, and 75% of those minivans are blue. Carrot based on my own experience. Kim Possible's upper lip looks like a moustache. Morena Baccarin. A mole on someone's face. Yes, nice to mole you. Meet you. Nice to meet your mole. Don't say mole. I said mole. A booger in someone's nose or food in their teeth. That woman who laughs raucously in every Chi episode without fail. AstroTurfing on Reddit. If someone has plumber's crack, especially if they are sitting near you. Anytime you look in that general direction, it's like a black hole drawing your eyes there, no matter how gross. This tiny noise in "if today was your last day" that sounds like a "you have a new email" sound. Makes me nuts. The sounds of people who cannot for the life of them eat or drink without smacking or slurping like a fucking wild animal. Once you notice this, you start thinking about punching said people more. Whenever I would look for a car online and like one and then look for the best one in the listings, I would always start to notice that car on the road way more than I did before. People whose every second word is like, just stop it please. Liked what you saw? Hit like, subscribe and the bell icon for more crazy Reddit content.